As you can see, I am at the Equestrian Center, and I have Sebby here, who is our miniature horse, and he is dying for some of his little beet treats, and he has been so good. We are going to learn all about Sebby, the Equestrian Center, and also some sponsorship opportunities. I have Laura Kobaruvi is here with us, and she is the Senior Equestrian Supervisor. Come on over. How are you?
Good. Hi, Lisa. So great to see you.
Great to see you, and we've scared Sebby away for now. But, you know, just tell me a couple of things about Sebby. So tell me how old he is, what kind of horse he is.
Sure. He's an American miniature horse. We actually got him over this last season, and he is 12 years old. We found him in Buena Park. He was owned by a family there who had him for their children, but unfortunately, horses, even when they're miniature horses, require specialized care. So he was getting a little out of hand for them, and they decided to generously donate him to us.
And that's great. And he has his own stall. He's peeking back in again. He has his own stall. And I know we just had the Saddle Club on, and they're going to have him a new door. So he'll have a new fancy door.
Yes, he will. He's going to have a door that has a specialized little cutout so he can stick his head out and really enjoy seeing everything going on in the farm and never be left out.
Excellent. Now he's 12 years old. And tell me, like, I've seen other small horses, but what are their kind of like their breed?
Yeah, so the American miniature horse is both a pet breed, so not really for riding, but they also are a cart pony. So many times people who may have worked with bigger horses before and for whatever reason cannot, will take on carting with the miniature horses. You can see how tiny they are. They're not very intimidating. They're also very safe for people with mobility issues and other issues. And some people just enjoy their cuteness and like to dress them up and take them for a ride. So they can actually pull the weight of a full-grown human behind them in a cart. And that's what they specialize in.
Okay, well, that is awesome. All right, well, we are going to take Sebby for a little walk right now, and he is ready to go. So, Sebby, we're going to walk and talk. How about that? There we go. There we go. So now you had mentioned to me about a sponsor. Tell me about the sponsor for Sebby.
Yes. So Bonnie Fox, who is a resident in our community, decided she wanted to help and sponsor Sebastian. So she's actually sponsoring all of his care for an entire year.
Oh, that is wonderful. And how much money would something like that cost?
So it depends on the horse. We actually add up their costs for feeding and board and their shoeing, and then you pay a percentage of that. So we have percentage sponsorships, like you could sponsor 25% or 50% of the care, or the whole year, like Bonnie generously did. Yeah. And for Sebastian, that's a little over $3,000.
Wow. Now, does that get you some special privileges with Sebby?
It does. We're actually going to be putting the sponsors' names up on their stalls. They have a special appointment once a month to come spend time with their horse. And then they get a framed photo with their name of their horse. And then they can come, make appointments to come visit with us.
Right. Yeah, you can't really just show up here at the Equestrian Center. You have to make a reservation, or you can come during their tour times as well. What are those hours again?
So we have tours Wednesday through Sunday. On Wednesday and Thursday, they're at 2 o'clock. And then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have 2 tours at 12:30 and 2 o'clock.
Perfect. Well, we're going to finish Sebby's walk, and when we come back, we are going to show you his exercises. So stay tuned. I love it. He is doing so well. For a rescue, you guys have done such a lot of great work. So, Sebby, we're going to do some exercising now. I know you're a little shy, but we're going to see your exercising. So Laura's going to come in and she's going to show us all your exercises.
One of the things that Sebby does during his weeks here is learn how to be a regular horse. So one of the things he can do to exercise, since we can't ride him, is to lunge. And this is a lunge line.
Okay.
And this we attach to his halter, and he'll go around us in a circle exercising.
All right.
In all his gaits. And this lunge whip, we never actually touch the horse with this.
Okay.
We just use it to encourage them to go forward by positioning it behind them. So when we work with Sebby, we're teaching him how to be a regular horse in training. And part of what we do with all of our horses is exercise them to keep them healthy and strong and develop the right muscles, keep their cardiovascular health good. So Sebastian came to us with not very much training. And one of the things we do with him is lunging, which is having them go out on a line and exercise in all of their gaits, but without the weight of a person on them. So Sebastian walks, trots, and canters on the lunge line, and we also do little exercises with him on the ground where he learns to be touched all over, learns to pick up his feet, and do other things that he needs to do to be safe and healthy.
Now, he did a pretty good job when we were watching him,
Yeah.
although, hey, he's sassy just like everybody else.
That's right.
Tell me something about him when he turned age 11.
So Sebastian was a stallion. His registered name, Ready to Rule, really describes our little guy. He's got lots of opinions and he's very sassy, but he's also very safe. So we like that about him. We like his spirit. We like to work with it to bring out the best in him. So yes, so when you see us work him, part of training horses is developing skills over time. So since Sebastian is new, he's still working on his skills and has some opinions, but that is totally okay. We're ready to work with him on all of it.
I love it. He is such a doll. He is so much fun. So is there anything else that we should know about him? Maybe his food schedule or?
Oh, so all of our horses, like Sebby, eat 3 times a day. It's really healthy for them because they're natural eating as wild horses or even domesticated horses. The best thing for their system and their gut is to eat all the time. So our horses eat 3 times a day. Some of them have slow feeders to even extend the amount of time that they're able to eat, and that actually helps build up the saliva and keep their system going and keep them healthy. So this one eats Timothy hay 3 times a day.
And also, you eat adorable little beet treats that because you did such a good job, Sebby, we're going to go back and we're going to get you some more of those treats. Would that be all right?
And I can pick up his little foot for
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys
Show me
if
how you do the
want.
feet. Yeah.
We're working on him being touched all over. And one of the things we do so he can have his feet worked on is we ask him to pick up his little feet, and it looks very much like shaking his hands.
Aw, good,
Yes,
because we
he's
have to
getting
change
really
your
good
little
at it.
shoes.
Yes, he just had his little hooves worked on yesterday.
they
And
look pretty.
they fit right in your hand, which is darling. He's just really a little miracle, a full-grown horse in this little package. So we're happy to have him.
Well, he's adorable. Well, let's go get one of your cute little beet treats.
Okay.
All right,
sounds
and
great.
get out of this nice warm sun. You poor thing. So Sebby is used as part of a training program or a therapy program that you hope to incorporate going forward. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so when we decided to find a mini horse for our program here, my thought went back to my history in therapeutic riding. Before I came here, I was in Washington State. I was a director at a well-known therapeutic riding program, and I've seen firsthand the powerful benefits of horses and how they can have effect on people with all kinds of disabilities, mobility issues, psychological traumas. So I really wanted to find a way for the Equestrian Center to reach out and have an ambassador that could go out and do good work. And one of the things we thought about with the miniature horses is that we would be able to go out, like some other groups do, to the courtyards and visit people who might be homebound. Like they could come out to the stoops and pet and see the miniature horses. We are planning to look for a friend for him that's a trained therapy miniature horse, and we hope to be able to take them out at least once a month, so that people who can't come out to the Equestrian Center, and there's a large population here who cannot, will still get to experience the joys and benefits of having horses near them, and There's a lot of studies that have been done about the benefits and the therapeutic benefits of spending time with horses.
Now, you have an example, actually, of a lady that we do feature in an article in the Village Breeze.
Yeah.
Tell me briefly about what happened with her.
Yes, so we had a wonderful resident, her name is Kathy, whose son came to us during the COVID closure and asked if he could bring her in. She was wheelchair bound and had had a stroke, among other health issues. Mm-hmm. She was almost nonverbal at the time, and she was a lifelong horsewoman, and he thought it might be helpful to her to be around the horses. So he brought her almost every day. And by the time she sadly passed on Easter, actually, of this year, she was able to recall the names of most of the horses on the property. She was able to speak to us in full sentences, and the benefits to her quality of life from their perspective was huge. So I'm just thankful we were able to do that and have her become part of our barn family while she was here. There's huge impacts that horses can have for people, and I would love to do some of that work here, as well as giving people the chance to learn about and experience horses.
Well, you have a lot of organizations that donate money and time. I mean, we just saw Sharon here, who does some chiropractic work on the horses. And then you mentioned some other people, which is great, and Help the Herd and the Saddle Club. Yeah. So you have a lot of support, which is wonderful.
Absolutely. We're so thankful for the generosity and the talent here in the village. We've had so much support from these groups and people. We're currently, like you mentioned, now providing extra therapeutic services for the horses through donation. We might not have regular budget, but we're able to provide chiropractic and massage for the horses. Mm-hmm. We also have someone doing sound therapy. Because it's extremely important in my mind to take care of and provide a high quality of care for the horses that provide for us. So we're just so thankful. Right now we're in the process of fundraising through Village Community Fund for shade structures for the horses to make them comfortable, and also medical for the GRF horses. So I just couldn't be more grateful for the people in the village who are so grateful to have these horses here and part of our lives every day.
Well, you've done such an amazing job. They're so lucky to have you, too, because it wouldn't have happened had you not been here. So congratulations on putting together some great stuff. We appreciate you spending time with us. And Sebby, you've been a good boy. Here's one more treat for you.
He's our star.
Oh, I don't want you to run away, though. Come back over here. You did good. I got some quality time with you. Yes, I did. Thank you for being such a good boy. You want to say anything else? Aww. Yeah, okay, no. All right, well, that's all for us at the Equestrian Center, and we'll see you next time.